up, my britches? If you are new here, hello, my name is Brittany, and today we are going to be just doing a testing new makeup, having some drinks, and that's pretty much it. We're just gonna bullshit. We're here to talk about all the stuff that I picked up in my recent Sephora haul, but before we get started, I have been looking forward to this since I woke up this afternoon. Let's take a moment. Guys, if you did not see my last favorites video, let me put you on to these real quick because they're hot fucking fire. They are so good. Oh my gosh, so let me give you a quick rundown of everything that we're going to be talking about today. So the first thing, I didn't feature this in my haul because I didn't have it yet, but I got the new Patrick Ta, the Major Dimension eyeshadow palette. This retails for $68. I wore this in... If you guys didn't see my video yesterday, on every Monday, we come back and talk about new makeup releases. So I was wearing this right here. Basically, everything that you see on my face today, or right here, that's going to be what we're using today. Because I've just been wearing this stuff ever since I got it. And I cannot get enough of it. So I am very happy, just shooting right into it. I'm very happy with like everything that I picked up so far. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use today. I also have some Glowish. I have the skin tint and then also the bronzer. We're going to use some Makeup by Mario. We've got the new NARS Orgasm on the Beach. You see it all in the thumbnail. I probably don't need to talk too much about it. And then I actually want to try, I was sent the Lisa Eldridge lip gloss. I recently picked up an order from her website as well, but I have yet to try this. So definitely deeper for my typical vibe, but this was gifted to me, so I wanted to try the formula because I did pick up, like I said, so that will be coming soon. So basically, all this stuff I picked up at Sephora, I'm just going to get ready, and then I actually repurchased my Dior concealer as well, which I think it's on sale today at Bergdorf, the Dior Forever Skin. Such a good concealer. So let me just start getting ready, and we're just here to chit chat. I saw that it was Gemma's birthday today. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I saw it earlier. Hold on. Let me find it. Let me find it. I see all the birthday wishes. Ah! Oh my God. Where is it? Damn, live chat coming through already. Cheryl, I love that comment. We're gonna spend all my money. Where is Gemma? Come on, Gemma. Come on, Gemma. Let me find you. Oh my God, there it is. It's my birthday today. Everybody give Gemma some birthday wishes. Yes. We love birthdays up in here. Thank you so much for joining me on your birthday. Those shadows are fire for realsies, and you're going to see it in action today. Oh my God. Okay, let me just get into it, and then we're just going to chitty chat as we're getting ready. So I'm going to start with primer, the silicone-free priming moisturizer from Good Molecules. This is such a good primer. And it's not designed for like pores or anything like that, but I find that this is one of the best hydrating and even like make my skin look just its absolute best. I live for it. So I'm just going to put the primer on first, and then I'll probably go over to the eyeballs. Oh, you guys are so sweet. All the birthday wishes. It was recently Mo and Venice's birthday as well. I know Mo's was on the 1st. Guys, we're still trying to get her to 10K. I'm just saying, like, can we get her to 10K already, damn it? And then Venice's birthday was on the 5th, so all the birthday wishes in the chat need to come through. And then let me grab... I'm sweating already. This is not okay. I'm looking for my Clean Canvas Eye Base. So I'm going to use the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base in the shade, I think this is Fair. Look, I use it so much I can't even see. But yes, this is the shade Fair. If you're ever wondering what my holy grail eye primer is, it's this one. I usually have this like already applied to my eye when I start on these types of videos, but fuck it, why not? This is exactly why I love this. Like, it's technically like an eye base slash concealer, but I love the fact that it has pigmentation to it because it basically just mutes out the area. But then it's a little bit lighter than my skin, this shade right now. So it helps the shadows to just pop a little bit more. I feel though, since I know the Patrick Ta palette has like a cream base in there, I probably don't really need to put a primer on, but fuck it. And then I like to basically like carve out my brow at the same time. I know a lot of people like to do this step after the fact, but It's just one of them things that I like to do, and I like to drag it a little bit further in. I just think it makes my brows look better. Does anybody else do this? What a difference, though, it makes carving out the brows when it comes to making them look snatched. Yes! Let's get Mo Makeup to 10K. She's at like 9.95, I think, right now. Guys, she's almost there. She's so close. And it's Tom Ford Tuesday, baby. Who's ready? I love Tom Ford Tuesday. It's like one of my favorite series on YouTube. Mrs. Unnecessary is here. Yes, almost to 10K. Yes, bitch. So have you guys picked up anything new at Sephora or anywhere else? We had new makeup releases yesterday. And there was a lot of interest. I low-key wasn't expecting it. A lot of people were interested in the new Norvina palette, so I actually did pick that up on the Anastasia website this morning. So, video on that coming soon. I've got a lot of videos coming. Like, I've got a bunch of Alien Cosmetics that I need to try. Chantecaille, oh my god. I need to do a bridal series that I really want to do before, wedding season gets too far into it. So, if, you wanted to do your own makeup type of thing. So, let's just get into the Patrick Ta palette. So yesterday, I was wearing this cream base all over my lid. I'm going to try the deeper of the two today just to kind of see what the difference is. I feel like the overall vibe is going to be very similar to something like I did yesterday, but look at this pigmentation though. I'm like, oh, bitch. Fuck me all the way up. So cream shadows like this, I like to just messily apply them, but you see how much that pops having that lighter base underneath? This cream shadow, first of all, it's the perfect amount of, how do I want to say it? It's pigmentation, but it's not anything crazy. It's very wearable. I feel like I could wear this just on its own and it's going to look beautiful if I just blended the edges. I don't know how ideal that will be if you have more oily lids, but I just like the fact that these bases just kind of go with the shadows, just because I think it's just going to add that extra dimension. And if you're a fan of cream shadows, I just feel like we don't really see creams in eyeshadow palettes that often. I feel like Huda is the only brand that really has done it, but I really like too that it has this little door on here just to protect what you got going on. But where I feel like these bases are really going to come through are the metallics in this palette. So I did use this only once so far, but I already have feelings on the formula itself. I'm also going to be using the Wayne Goss brushes today. I'm still using these. I'm still testing them out. I'll keep you guys posted as we kind of use them, just my thoughts and everything on them. But I feel like with these metallics, they remind me a lot of Melt Cosmetics, but not as messy and not as chunky. And then also the Vive eyeshadows, because it's they're very textured, but they give a lot of dimension, but they're not unflattering. I feel like that's one thing with Melt is they can get unflattering. So I'm going to wait to use the metallics, but I feel like this base is really going to help adhere these metallics without having to use a glitter glue or anything like that. So I'm just going to go in. I'm going to use the darkest shade. I'm using the Wayne Goss number 5. And I'm just going to basically set my outer corner. I just want to look like a bronzy, smoky goddess. This brush might be a little bit too big, but we shall see how everything goes. I need to wash these again just to see if I like them even more. So I'm just going to place that just like that. And then I'm going to wipe it off. And then I just want to take this shade right here and just blend the edge. This is essentially exactly what I did yesterday, just with different colors. So yesterday I was wearing this shade here, and then today I'm wearing this shade. So I'm just kind of mixing up the similar types of looks, but different depths, I guess you could say, just to see how different they look. But this palette, it just screams the most basic bitch. It's nothing necessarily unique, but I feel like this palette makes so much sense for Patrick Ta's, especially his first palette. But this formula is so It's so, so nice and so blendable and just easy to use and so incredibly pigmented. Like, it's just like, it blends its damn self. These, again, they remind me so much of the Vive shadows because I feel like I feel the exact same way with the Vive. This is, I think it's made in Italy. Let me double check to see if it's on the back. Or no, made in the USA. It's got 12 months shelf life and the total net weight. You get 2 cream shadows at 1.85 grams or 0.65 ounces. And then the powder, you get 10, 1.8 grams or 0.06. So the way that I look at this palette is you get 2 creams. I feel that you get, like, I'm going to say this shade here, and these are more of like shimmery satins, leaning more towards shimmers. Like, this is a borderline, like, shimmery metallic, but it's not quite metallic. I think this has 3 metallics here, and then you've got 4 mattes. So all your mattes are right here on the bottom. I just think this is a perfectly well-rounded palette for what I would look for the types of looks that I like to do. So I used this shade on the inner part of my lid yesterday. I want to go in with this one today just to see how different it looks. But I really loved the shadow that I wore yesterday because it has like a bronziness to it, but also like a pinky tone to it. Whereas the shade I'm going to use today, it definitely leans more like a peachy, but it almost has like a topper type texture to it. So it's almost like, do I want to classify this as a topper or a metallic? But I still feel like it has that metallicness to it that I would still classify it as a metallic. But this is where I say, like, I think of Vive so much because it's like the texture of the formula is just, to me, very unique as far as it's got like an almost like less desirable texture. Like, it's not creamy and smooth. It's got more of like a tug to it. But I think that's where you get like, it almost looks like diamonds, you know what I'm saying? Or like a like crystallized effect or something like that. But with these shadows having that base underneath, it sticks perfectly to it and you're not getting fallout like all over your face. But if you look at this look next to like the look that I did yesterday, you're going to be like, all right, it's still like a bronzy moment, but it's still different. And that's what I really like about this palette, is just because I like these basic ass color stories. I'm here for it. And then just the textures and like the reflect that you get, it's like, you can actually see the texture of the shadows on your eyeballs. Does that make sense? I just think it's so pretty. So this is the palette so far. I'm going to come back and do like the brow bone and everything after, but it's like, I feel like I usually suck at doing eyeshadow live because I always get distracted and I'm not really super precise, but that's where it's like a look like this, especially when I get like the bottom done, it's like, it just looks like smoky, effortless bronze goddess bitch. And that is what I love. So I'm going to move on to the complexion. So I have the primer already done. I'm going to go in with my Dior Forever. This concealer is so fucking good. I'm going to see what Sky's Beauty said. This palette is so pretty, but I would love to have a rosy mauve color story in this formula. I can almost guarantee he's going to do more. Like, especially if you're just wondering about the formula, like, is the formula good? The formula is fucking fire. I love, especially the mattes. They're just like super blendable and creamy. Vive has one of my favorite formulas, and these remind me a lot of Vive. I'm going to conceal my stash. If anybody has any recommendations, like how to get rid of like the discolor, it's like I have a shadow on my mustache. It drives me fucking crazy. And then I want to conceal over here. I probably don't need to with the foundation that I'm going to use today, but whatever. And guys, I've been back. I've been back with doing my makeup with a sponge. I'm seeing what Kat says. Look, it's pretty. I love it. I don't need it, so I will continue to focus on the packaging. So I'm just going to blend this out with my Beauty Blender sponge. I go so back and forth on doing my face with a sponge and doing it with a brush, but every time I switch back to either, I'm like, why did I stop doing this? Especially for concealer, I'm like, why do I not always do my concealer with a sponge? I just think it looks so flattering and so beautiful and so much more skin-like. And it's so much better for me because I do have like fine lines and textures underneath my eyes, but like with a sponge, it just looks so much more flattered with the texture. Patrick Ta is one of the only new brands I will purchase from and love his stuff. I feel like his brand too is very consistent. And that's one thing I really do enjoy about his brand and the aesthetic. I think his aesthetic with his packaging, the quality of his products, like everything is phenomenal, like 20 out of 10. So that's where like when I saw, I'm like, ooh, it's $68. Like definitely a hefty price point for, you're getting what, 12 shades? But it's like, this could be a palette that I would reach for if I didn't have like an excessive collection. Like it would be considered for me like a staple type palette if I wanted like a bronzy goddess type of look, especially spring and summer. Oh my god. I start with brush and then finish with a sponge. I need to try doing that. I don't think I've ever. It's usually like I'm one way or another, but I'm here for it. So the Dior concealer, I'm wearing the shade, I think it's 3N. I didn't realize these have a 6-month shelf life, but this concealer is fucking bomb. Yeah, 3N is the shade that I'm currently using. So there's the concealer. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of the Glowish. I saw Morgan Turner actually did a dedicated video to this. And I don't feel that she was the biggest fan, but listen, if you saw the video yesterday, this was all that I had on my face. I had the concealer down first, and then I had this as my foundation. I don't think it's ideal for, like, long wear on me, but on camera, when I just want, like, a fresh skin type of moment, this will definitely give it to me because it has the lightest amount of coverage. Like, this is probably my favorite skin tint that I've tried because I don't really use it like a skin tint. I'm using it more of like a cream highlighter because it does have that sheen to it. So it's like I like to focus it on the high points of my face. I get a little bit more coverage, but that's not necessarily what I'm like living, breathing, and dying for. But then I feel like I could still get away with this for short-term wear, but I don't think if I'm like filming a wedding or something like that, there would be no way in hell I could only wear this only wear this without looking like a Tin Man because it definitely has that reflect to it as far as like that luminosity, very much a radiant looking skin. But do you see just what a difference it made for right here? It almost reminds me of like the Auric or the Hollywood Flawless Filter. I love these types of products, but I definitely feel that this is my favorite skin tint that I've tried because like with the Fenty skin tint, I kept seeing like the pigment spots all over my face. Like this, I just feel like it looks super duper skin-like. I'm wearing the shade number 6 medium tan. You get 12-month shelf life, made in Italy. Does it say how much is in here? I have the box underneath. You get 40 milliliters or 1.35 fluid ounces. And I really like this packaging as well. So far, I'm fucking loving the way that this looks. And then I drank the Kool-Aid, as Karen Harris would say. Oh shit, where did I put it? I got the KVD Beauty Good Apple Foundation. Where did I put it? Hold on, I gotta find it. God dang it, I thought I had everything prepared. Where is it? Oh, it's literally right in front of my face. So I picked up this foundation. I actually need to do my contour first. Hold the phone. Calm your tits, Brett. We got a contour. I'm going to use the Westman Atelier Biscuit. This was gifted to me. And I've used it, I think, like once or twice so far. I need my, oh my god, I could not get, like, any more sweaty. I'm going to try using the NARS brush for this one. Yes! Tatiana asked, what am I using? I don't know what you're, which step are you talking about? Venice says, I need to pick this concealer up. If you're using 3N, I'm going to get 3W. I know. Venice, it's so funny how similar, like, our shades are. If anything, I think I just always go more neutral. You're obviously more warm, as you just said. It's always so funny to me, though, because our complexions are so different. But I'm like, hey, if it works for us, it works for us. So this is going to lean more cool toned. This formula is a little bit more stiff for my liking. That's why I like applying it to the brush first. I actually think this brush works fantastic with this formula because it's, I don't know, it's like this brush is definitely more dense and it's very, do I want to say stiff? I feel like it's ideal if you have formulas that are a little bit more like tough to work with. I'm glad that I got this brush, and it's like a high quality synthetic brush. I love the packaging on this. I love like the bronzy tone to it. Still loving the NARS collection. The summer solstice, if you guys missed that video. Any suggestion for makeup longevity when it's humid? Oh boy, it's so humid in New York right now, especially today. Like, that's why I'm sweating so bad, because it poured rain today. It's gonna have, there's so many factors that go into it. That's why I don't just like spitting off products, because it's like, it depends on what your skin is. It depends on what your preferences are. Like, so many things go into it. So it's hard to say like what will, you know, what will be the most ideal. All right, let me go in with the Good Apple foundation. So TikTok's what got me with this one. I drank the Kool-Aid. Yes, I did. But let me tell you, this pigmentation is fucking nuts. I thought I was going to hate this. I think the shade is a little off for me. It's medium 54. In my opinion, this is more yellow toned. I wish it was a little bit more neutral, but I'm just going to go in and I'm going to apply it right to my sponge. And then I like to put products like with a heavier coverage. I really like focusing them on this area right here. Like, I don't think that this was a necessary step for today's video, just because I'm like, the concealer and skin tint I think did enough for me. But it's like, in the event that I wanted more coverage, this is where I would typically use it. And then I just kind of veil over everything else to kind of balance everything and just like clean up the contour and stuff. But let me tell you about this foundation, okay? I was expecting to hate this because I'm like, I don't need that much coverage. It's a balm. And I'm like, I just don't feel like that is a product for me. And then I saw this on some people's TikToks and it looked so unflattering on texture. Like, it looked like it accentuated everything. But let me tell you what. This is the foundation I wore to film my last wedding, and it looked so much better than I expected. I didn't use this skin tint underneath it. Like, I didn't highlight with anything underneath this. I actually prefer it that way without any like glowy type products, because I feel like a certain amount of glow does pull through with this one. And again, I feel like this is not the most ideal shade match for me, but I would recommend like set your face when you're using this. But I'm like, my skin looked just, it definitely looks sweaty throughout the day, but I found that it blotted really, really nicely. I was just expecting to hate it, and I was shockingly impressed with how long it lasted, how flattering it wore on my skin. But like I said, I do feel like it looked better when I didn't wear the Glowish underneath it. And then I'm just going to take it. You see how off? I feel like my face looks significantly more yellow. I wouldn't guess that this is like a neutral undertone, but I'm just going to pull this down my neck so it doesn't look super crazy. But this is a formula, because it's so heavily concentrated. Do not use a lot of this or you're going to look crazy, because the pigmentation is, I feel like that was what was most appealing about this foundation, but I'm over here like, I really like the effect that it has on my skin. Like, it looks very skin-like, but it's just like, you're going to want to have blotting powders with you. At least I did. Let's see. Would it be good on Saharan skin, like super dry skin? That's where it's tricky, because like I said, I kept seeing some people on TikTok being like, how I typically am, like, I don't understand the hype. I saw quite a bit of that feedback, and I think it was people primarily with dry skin. I think the fact that I have combo skin, I'm just using the one size loose powder right now. I think because I have combo skin, it's easy for me to get away with either, but it's almost like, if it's appealing to you, maybe try it, but it's hard for me to say yes or no, just because that's not the type of skin that I have. I have combo skin. Let's see. Can we get a video of your most used products of 2021? Oh, bitch, yes, it's coming this month. I'm going to do like a half-year update. Oh, yes, 100%. I love that. I'll probably do most used products, worst products. I'll probably do those in separate videos, but yes, I will. I love that idea. And then I'm going to do like I'll probably do like a palette ranking and stuff like that. We got all sorts of content coming. All right, so that is only what I'm going to set with powder. Now, I need to spray my face because I'm hot as balls right now. I need to get like a mini fridge or something to keep all my setting sprays in just to cool me off. But that will serve its purpose. I've been using the Fix Plus a lot. I hate the packaging, but the formula of Fix Plus is hot fire. All right, so I'm going to let this dry down a little bit. And then we'll move on to the other powder products for my face, like blush, highlight, bronzer. You get it. I am forever on the hunt for a moisturizing medium buildable foundation in the shade Elmer's School Glue. Oh my gosh. I'm sure the KVD Beauty would have one because I feel like they usually are the brand that crushes it with shade range. I wouldn't be surprised if you found it. I feel too that it's like as this foundation sits on your face, it's like it doesn't seem like it looks as yellow now, you know, but it's still a little bit more yellow than I would like. Let's see. I like that video. My top 5 products for my top 5 makeup brands. Ooh. Mo, of course you're into it. Mini fridge just for the setting sprays. You bougie bitch. Let me take a sip of my drink and then we'll move on to bronzer. Oh my god, I could crush those. Those are dangerous for summer. They're so good. Okay, so I'm going to go in first with my Glowish. This is the bronzer. Soft Radiant Bronzing Powder. I picked up the number 4 Deep Tan. It looks definitely deeper than I probably need to go, but I'm like, I'm already super tan and summer just started. I'm a big fan. People keep asking me like what sunless tanner I'm wearing. I'm like, it's just vitamin D, baby. I'm one of those people that I love to sunbathe. So I got this shade like expecting it to be a little darker than I wanted. I'm just going to push this. I'm using the Wayne Goss. This is the number 2. So this shade for me is definitely warm tone. If you guys saw my haul, I showed swatches of basically like the lightest part and then the deepest part. I love that about this formula because it's like you have multiple bronzers in one. But since it's like a swirl moment, the texture is so different than I expected though, honestly. But it's like, I feel like it's just ideal for me and what I look for. But the texture of this formula is so different than I expected it to be. Let me just say about these Wayne Goss brushes, though, because they're natural hair, this is just a my preference sort of a thing. I don't like using these with powder, or not powders. I don't like using these with, like, creams and liquids. I've tried it. I just do not like how... I just don't like how natural hair feels with liquids and creams. If you guys are the same way, please let me know, because I feel like I'm the only one that is just, like... There's something about it that just, like, makes my skin crawl. It just feels so yucky. Oh, is Amanda here? Hey, girl, hey. We got Alien Cosmetics coming up on the channel soon, girl. From all the goodies that they sent me. I'm so excited. That low light palette, though, had me fucking shook. Just gonna get the double chin real quick. But you see, like, this definitely is not the most ideal shade for me right now. But I did that purposely because I don't really have any deep bronzer shades because it's been so long since I've been, like, even this tan. So I'm like, it still works. It still gives me, like, a super bronzed effect. But as far as this brush goes, I don't like this for bronzer. I think this will be nicer for, like, contour, but even still, I'm like, this just is not one of my favorite brushes, to be honest. I definitely prefer the number 1, which is what I'm going to use for my blush. And I'm going to use, first I'm going to use the NARS Orgasm. This is the again, I keep calling it Norgasm. The NARS Orgasm on the Beach. I wore this yesterday. I mixed these two shades right here. Tell me that these shades are not fucking stunning. Especially this one. I love these. So I mixed those two yesterday. This is how I like using these palettes. I'm like, let me just mix all of these. Because it just gives the most beautiful, bronzy, but yet orgasm-y glow to the skin. I love NARS cheek products. I think they're so flattering because it's like a big gelée. And then I'm like, listen, look at the shade of that. It's so pretty. It's just so what I look for. You know, I love it. I think it's so, so pretty. Is it anything like revolutionary? No, but I'm like, listen, this is just like such a beautiful cheek palette for summer. This is what I don't love about these brushes though. I feel like they're almost like too big and not the most ideal shapes for me because see how down here it got away from me. I need to go in and clean it up. I'm still very much figuring out how I feel about these damn brushes. I'm kind of regretting buying the whole thing, I'm not gonna lie, but we'll keep going. I've been wanting to buy makeup, but I don't even know what I should get. That is a mood. I feel like, though, if I owned my own brand, it'd be so difficult to not use my own products. You know? So I don't blame you. I'm just cleaning this up with the, the One Size powder. That's a little bit better. But it's like, yeah, it's just the shapes for my face and how I like to use my brushes. I don't know, man. Like, they're nice. They're good quality. It's just I don't know if they're the most ideal for me. So that's where I'm going to leave that. Okay, I'm not going to use the highlighter because I wore the highlight from the face palette yesterday. I'm going to show you guys again. Actually, you've seen both of these. You've seen the highlighter from the Orgasm. You've seen the highlighter from the the Makeup by Mario. I think these are so pretty. I love this. Like, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just grown on me. I love this, and it reminds me so much of the Hermes. So I'm going to use, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do both. I'm going to do both. The Orgasm and also the Makeup by Mario. I'm going to do like an all over glow because I think this will work. These are kind of close though. Like the lightest shade and the Makeup by Mario, they are very, very close to one another. I was thinking it was lighter, so maybe that won't work. Whatever, we'll try it. I'm going to go in first. I'm going to try with this shade here. I'm going to do like an all over highlight. Just basically like a more messy, is that how I want to describe this? Just not as focused, not as precise. That's what I mean to say. And then I'll focus the highlighter a little bit more with the other formula. If I were to choose between these formulas though for highlighter, I would pick, I think, the why do I keep saying Marc? Like, I keep wanting to say Marc Jacobs. Makeup by Mario. I think it's just a tad more flattering than the NARS, but this is still a pretty flattering, I think, formula for texture, but I do think that the Makeup by Mario is even more flattering. So this is the one I'm going to take on the Wayne Goss number 4. And this is going to give me that hello highlight pop right on the high point. Look at that. Yup. She gorgeous. My hair is everywhere. You can tell I'm sweating because it's just sticking to my face right now. I forgot to bring my fan down here, but look how pretty this is. It's not anything extraordinary. It's a golden tone highlighter. That's the shade I got, was golden. But let me tell you, she cute though. She real fucking cute. And then I'm going to put some cream blush over the top because I love the finish on those cream blushes from Makeup by Mario. I love, like, that looks so much prettier ever since I got my lips done. I'm living for it. All right, so there is that so far. I could have done better here, but again, that's like the brush application for me at least, that's what I'm going to go with. So now I want to take the shade Earthy Pink from the Makeup by Mario Cream Blush. These are so fucking pretty. I cannot even deal how nice these are. And I'm going to take my BK, the 106. And then I just want to top this off because I love the sheen that these have. And it just kind of makes everything else melt. Isn't it so pretty? I love it. Super bright. Blinding. We came to glow, bitch. So, so pretty. Yeah, this shade's definitely off for the foundation, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. The packaging on this, though, I'm like, it does feel a little bit flimsy. I think the Nude Sticks is slightly a bit better quality, but I love... This is not as dewy as the Nude Sticks, which is what I like about it. But yes, super clean. Like, super clean, super classic. Very much like a Makeup by Mario aesthetic. But these, I'm over here like... I was not expecting to be at all interested in that collection, and then I saw it in store and was like, oh, bitch, I'm spending money on it today, because beautiful. Let's go back to the eyes. Like, complexion, I think we're good. I think as this sits on my face, it looks even better as well. Makeup always trips me out when it's like that. And one thing I will say, like, see how I keep, like, picking at my hairs and stuff? Like, there's some foundations, like the Rare Beauty, for example. If I were to do that with certain foundations, it would pick up the foundation. With this KVD, with the skin tint, it doesn't do that. It's like you wouldn't guess that I just touched my face. It stays in place pretty well. Let's see. You loving your lippies? Answered. Yup. It's the glow for me, baby. Mm-hmm. It's the Bacardi Limon and Lemon for me, baby. I fucking love those things. Okay. I'm sweating. Let's keep moving. Back to the eyeballs. Back to Patrick Ta. He did launch liners as well, but I didn't pick those up because I just didn't need them right now. I will probably grab, like, the nude one during, like, a VIB sale or something. So, we'll see when we get one of those. I'm going to take my Wayne Goss number 6. And I'm going to use the deep brown, like the deep chocolate brown. I feel like, too, the KVD Vegan, or not, it's not that anymore, the KVD Beauty Foundation, there's a lot of foundations that I really can't get away with looking that great on my schnoz, especially, like, with how much, like, different the pigmentation is on that. With the KVD, it mutes it out. I feel like you could still see a little bit from my, like, sunglasses, but I think that this is one of the best foundations as far as, like, covering. It's definitely the highest coverage foundation that I currently own. Actually, you know what? It might be even the highest coverage that I've ever owned in my life. Now that I think about it, the only one that is, like, remotely similar as far as coverage-wise, it would also be, like, Kat Von D Beauty. Remember the Lock-It foundation? That was definitely the highest coverage. But for a foundation that's so high coverage, it's very flattering. I don't know, like, high coverage usually makes me nervous, like, either making me look super fake and super cakey. This, to me, it doesn't do that. I think it looks really, really nice on the skin. And then I'm going to take the Wayne Goss number 5, and I'm going to take this shade here. I'm just going to do, like, a smokier under eye, but I like doing this. Like, I love this brush for this right here because it's, like, it gives me a super smoky effect. It also helps set my under eyes with the shadow. And it doesn't look too crazy and unnatural. Like, I love a blown out lower lash line just because it hides my under eye wrinkles. So it works for me. And then I'm just going to kind of take a little bit more of that deep brown. So with this look today opposed to yesterday, yesterday's look was definitely a lot more warm. It was almost like orangey, red tone browns. Today, I'm leaning a lot more cool, which I wasn't expecting. Actually, you know what? I should say it's more neutral, but it still has a coolness to it. Like, the quality of these shadows are so, so nice. I cannot wait to see if he does more palettes. If he doesn't, that's such a missed opportunity. But it's like, look at how effortless, how beautiful. And for a person like me that doesn't typically wear cream shadows, like so easy to use. Now, let's do the brow bone. Vinny's, dang. I would have them dirty in 2 seconds. The white packaging is not my fave. I love white packaging. Like, the packaging that we need is the Louboutin in white with the red bottom. I was talking to Mo about that the other day. I'm like, oh, that needs to happen. Oh my gosh, he needs to expand those packagings because crushed it. All right, I'm going to take this shade right here. That's going to be my brow bone. Let's get that. Beautiful. It's got the most beautiful shimmer to it. I'll give you guys swatches after as well. I probably should have used the smaller brush for this, but it's fine. Yeah, it just got the slightest amount of sparkle to it, but it still looks so just like subtle and natural, but beautiful. I love this shit, guys. I love these boring ass color stories that just deliver the quality of eyeshadow. I want to take a little bit more of the metallic that I used just to kind of liven up that metallic again, because whenever I take more shadows after, sometimes it'll like wash out the sparkle effect a little bit. So I'll just pop just a little bit more just to kind of give it that. Why do people put a lot of bronzer on? Because we want to. That's why. Highlight those apples. I'm going to take the more metallic, like the icy metallic one down here. And I'm going to put that on my inner corner. This one, I used both of these, like the lightest shades yesterday. This one has more of the, like, the high shine metallic look to it. I think this formula would work even better. I think this brush is just like a tinge too big for this, but I still want to use it. It just has that pop of metallic. See how it just has that, whereas the other one, it's more soft. It's more soft and subtle, but I like the fact that there's both in here. So that way, if you're not wanting it to be so intense on your inner corner, you still have this one here that could serve like the same type of purpose, not purchase. And then this shade here, you could even use it on your brow bone as well, just like on the super high point if you want just a little bit more sparkle. Love that for me. I'm so surprised at how cool tone this look looks though. I'm fucking here for it. Okay, now let's do the brows real quick. Did I hit all the products that are in my thumbnail? I always get nervous because I'm like, I don't want to forget something that's in the thumbnail, and I do it all the fucking time. What do you guys think about the 6 o'clock time frame for live streams? Give me a thumbs up if you like this time frame. And if you don't, you could thumbs it down. Or you could just thumbs it up because you're enjoying yourself. What do you think? Oh, wait. What you thinking about purchasing? I'm so confused. What you thinking about purchasing? Oh, when I said, I got you. Oh, Bree says, you look so pretty. By the way, that Adept palette I'm going to gift you. Oh, Bree, you don't have to do that. You're so sweet. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. The Adept Kodan palette. Stop it. Stop it right now. You do not have to do that. I appreciate you even wanting to send it to me because I missed the launch on that one. If I do end up getting that, let me know if you guys still want a video on the Adept palette. Oh my God, you're too sweet. Stop it right now. You guys are too nice to me. Too fucking nice. So I'm using the Huda Beauty. Bomb Brows Beneath. Chupapi Monyeño. Who are your guys' favorite people to follow on TikTok? I'm telling you, the amount of shit that I've learned on TikTok blows my fucking mind every single day. If you guys want more content, but more in short form, I would definitely suggest following me over there because I'm always doing like makeup transformations. I'll be doing like short form makeup reviews, little tutorials and shit like that. Basically, like, if you don't want to sit on YouTube for a fucking hour, because my videos are always like an hour long, just because I like hanging out with you guys. And I love live streams. That's it. But I'll do like swatches over there. We'll be doing all sorts of stuff over on the TikTok. These, okay, another thing. Has anybody tried, I think it's called Refi. It's a new brand on Sephora. Somebody had recommended in one of my recent videos that I should try their brow products, but I'm like, where did this brand even come from? I had never heard of this brand before. I don't think they're available yet on Sephora, but I could see their products already. Also, let me know too, because I keep debating this one. Did anybody pick up the Pat McGrath blushes? Because I'm over here like, do I want to get one? I feel like I've seen videos on them, but nobody's like losing their shit like I expected. I have heard, though, that the quality of the packaging was better than on the quads. Like, the edges aren't so harsh anymore. That's good enough. You guys don't care about the brows, right? Let's see. And you get even sassier on TikTok. I love that for me. I'm sassy. Like, in real life, I'm very sassy. I'm a sassy bitch. Oh, Amanda just started TikTok again. I just think it's so much fun. And you know what? I laugh. I laugh so much on TikTok. I will just sit there and die laughing. I'll just sit there scrolling and I'll burst out laughing. That is what I look for in, like, content. I want stuff that makes me happy. There's so many times, like, I got off of Twitter because I'm like, it's just like a cesspool. It's so much negativity. You do have, like, the positivity ever so often. But it's like, whenever shit pops off, it's always on Twitter. Like, I don't know, it's just, I, like, outgrew Twitter. I feel like I was never, like, crazy about Twitter, but I got sucked into it there for a minute. But I'm like, no, this is just not the place for me. That's why I love TikTok. I just think it's so much fun. And it's, like, informative at the same time. Like, I go through some things and I'm just like, how did I never learn about this in, like, my entire life? Or at least if I did, I don't remember. I don't know. It's just, it's so mind-blowing to me. Brit is just living her best life. For realsies. It's just so much fun. Like, I'll do, once the bar opens and everything, I'll do bar transformations on there. I started a separate TikTok for the bar, too. But I haven't posted anything on there yet. But I definitely will, especially when, like, the construction and everything is, like, done. This brow looks terrible, but it's fine. We're gonna carry on. Okay, that was the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows. I gotta put my eye drops in, because watch what a difference these eye drops make. These are the Lumify eye drops. I'll just do one drop in each eye so my eyes don't water. And then while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to actually line my lips so you guys can entertain yourselves for a second. And I'm going to use some Tom Ford, baby, because it's Tom Ford too. Or maybe I'm going to, oh, there it goes. This is so old. It probably won't even work correctly, but we're going to try it anyways. It's Tom Ford Tuesday, so I'm like, all right. Let's use this little Tom Ford lip duo that I got going on, that the packaging must be broke, so it's probably time to retire this one. I love these, though, because it's like a lip liner on one end and then a lip gloss on the other. What are these even called? The lip contour duos. This is so... Okay, I can't. This is so old. That one just needs to get tossed. That's going to go in my empties. Let's grab another lip liner, shall we? Let's grab the Victoria Beckham. I think this is the shade number 1. Just a brown tone nude. Cat videos. Heather asks, is my bar opening this year? It definitely is. I'm shooting for September, but it's still kind of hard to say if it's definitely going to be September, but that is the goal, at least. I think we start drywall on Friday. I just got all of my cameras installed. It's a lot of construction, but we're at the point now that it's like, once the drywall goes up, shit's gonna go by so fast. I got a couple rooms already painted. Like, there's some rooms, we're basically like working room to room. So it's like some rooms are almost completely done. I just gotta like dress it up with decor, if you will. What lipstick do I want to use? I want to use, I think, a Propa Beauty. There was one I had earlier. Where is it? I think I'm going to use Fighter, maybe. Hold on. These are always tricky for me. I'm going to use this shade here because I want to stick with like the browns. Still love Propa lipsticks with my whole life. I was wearing the shade. I just looked like a deer right there. What shade was I wearing yesterday? Not Moxie. Maybe it was Finesse or Victory? No, it's right here. Victress. Victress is what I was wearing in yesterday's video with the Scott Barnes lip gloss. I'm still patiently waiting. I'm like, Scott, when are we gonna get your new launches? Oh yeah. Give me a cool tone moment. Britches Meetup 2022. How about 2021, baby? How fun would that be though? Like living our best lives. Amanda, where's your bar? It's in upstate New York. I'm located in Auburn, New York. So it's on State Street. Not that anybody's going to know where that is, but all right. So let me take the Lisa Aldridge lip gloss. It's going to have a red tone to it, but I'm like, it just looks so pretty. I typically don't wear glosses that are deep like this, but oh my God. How beautiful is that lip cocktail though? And hello, pigment. I'm so glad I got my lips done. It looks so much better now. It's almost like I feel the same way about my tits. I'm like, I didn't need it done, but it's even better that I did now. Like, look how fucking juicy. Let me give you guys a swatch of this. This is the shade Myth from Lisa Eldridge. Oh my God. So pretty. Grand opening. Oh my God. We would be living our best lives. Oh man. Guys, don't get me excited, okay? All right, let me curl my lashes. I'm using the new Refer lash curler. Has anybody picked this up yet? Because if you're a fan of the Shiseido, I think this is better craftsmanship than Shiseido's. Juicy! Hottie with a body yaddy 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 yaddy. Oh my God, I love it. I'm such a mess. That lip is fucking everything right now. This is a whole ass look, and I'm living for it. Is it just me though, or like does my complexion look better now? Now that it's actually like sitting on my face? I think it does. All right, so Refer lash curler. It's on sale currently for like, is it $13? It's in the concept store. If you're gonna snag it, get it before the price goes up. I have an affiliate link down below for Refer. What do I want to use next? Mascara. Let's use... Oh, I need to declutter my mascaras again. I've got way too many in here. I'm just going to use my Hourglass Unlocked because I just want this to be easy to take off. And I'm going to put some lashes on anyways. So what was your favorite item that I used in today's video, everyone? I'm very curious to see, like, what do you think about the products that I used? Did they exceed your expectations? Did they not? It's like, what product made you gasp? So I'm over here like, that lip just was like, ooh. Got me over here like regretting everything. I'm like, why have I never really worn glosses? Here's why though, is because I'm always afraid it's going to get all over my face. But it's like this lip cocktail right now. Excuse me? Oh, let's see. Thank you, Nico. She said I look amazing. Y'all are gonna make me have like an ego that's crazy because you guys are always leaving me like the sweetest comments of all time. Love the palette, but that lip combo. So that was the Propa in the shade Fighter. Still one of my favorite lipsticks, like, of all time. I love the formula of Propa because it's so comfortable. Did I get the new Refer brushes? Which ones are new? I feel like I got those a while. It's like the 23 through 27, I think. If it's those ones, yes, I do have those. Refer fucking nails it. I love the shapes of Refer. I love the quality. Highly, highly, highly recommend Refer. Let me grab my lashes. I'm just going to use my Kiss 11s. I think I might be getting PR from them, and I'm about to lose my mind because I have loved Kiss lashes for years. And I'm like, finally, I put it out into the universe for years upon years upon years, and maybe they finally notice me. So we shall see if I have any more products from them. But Kiss has the best fucking eyelashes, and they're so inexpensive. They're so easily accessible at Walmart, drugstores, and they're natural. Like, if you're in a wedding, if you're getting married, if you need a lash that's, like, everyday appropriate, the Kiss 11s and the 01s are 100% that bitch. Lips are looking sexy as fuck. I already know what Shannon's gonna say as soon as he sees them. I'm like, oh, men. You know what? I'm impressed so far. Knock on wood. I haven't gotten lipstick on my teeth yet. Let's see. Has anyone tried Oma Beauty lipstick? Got my first one and it's amazing. I have not. I don't think I've tried Oma yet with anything. I need to, though. They're like a brand I'm always like, oh, yeah, I'm going to buy from them. And then I just don't. I don't know why. You know why? Because there's too much makeup coming out. That's why. But I need to try them because I do hear great things, especially about that like contour highlight stick. I just need to get I just need to get lashes on my damn eyes. I've always like pondered getting lash extensions, but I'm like, it's so expensive. And they don't really last that long. You know what I mean? I just use the Batty Bee lash glue as well. This is available at Walmart now. I love this glue because it dries down pretty quickly, and I just find that my lashes just stick so much better. Amanda, you know exactly what it is. So many lipsticks, so little time. For realsies. Kara said, I'm so late, but Brit, I had to let you know I picked up the Killer Queens palette. I'm so excited. Thank you for bringing them to my attention. I cannot wait to try their stuff. I haven't purchased it yet, but I think that she's going to send me stuff. If I do get items from them, I will definitely feature them. I have heard just some things as far as customer service goes about the brand, though. I saw that after the video yesterday, so just keep us posted if you have picked up from them, because I did see a video that the customer service is kind of a hot mess, but I've never purchased from them before, so I'm not positive, so please let me know if you guys have any issues or if you've had issues with their customer service. Do you use a lash serum? No, I use lashes. That's that's where I'm like, I used to use a lash serum. I can't even remember the fucking name of it. I hear great things about the, what is it called? Is it Grande Lash? New Lash. I think New Lash is the most popular one that I hear the most reviews about. It's just, like, it's always so expensive. That's where I'm like, listen, my lashes are never going to look like this. I'll spend the $8 on a 5-pack and just pop these on and call it a day. But I understand, like, the appeal. It's just, I could not justify the amount of money that it costs for lashes. And then the other thing is time. Like, time is one thing I need to be better about, like, making more time for things that are important, because I have so many things going on. I'm like, the last thing that I can do is sit in a salon for hours just getting eyelashes put on. Not when I can go get, like, a pedicure, manicure, like, especially since I started getting my nails done again, I'm like, I can't justify spending more time in, like, a chair somewhere. But see how natural and just effortless. They're so easy to use. Oh, I got lash glue on my nail. These lashes are just like, this is what I wish that my lashes looked like. They taper. They're not anything crazy. Like, these are the perfect bridal/bridal party lash because they just look so natural. And they're so light. So if you're not familiar with lashes, they're pure perfection. They're so, so pretty. So guys, what do we think? What's your favorite part of the look today? I'm very interested to know what your thoughts are. I am over here like, excuse me, can't nobody tell me nothing today. Let's see. Dawn says, always looking for makeup storage ideas. Girl, same. Samesies. I want to redo my storage in the worst way because I don't love how mine is. But I have yet to find. There was one brand that I found on Instagram. I loved, because I have the Alex drawers. They have like removable dividers. Like you can actually like somewhat customize the dividers in your drawer. But it was like $100 to ship them. So I'm like, I think I'm going to wait on that one. Oh, shit. I'm giving you Dita Von Teese vibes. Yes. I love that for me. Yes. Yeah. Look, I'm just feeling myself right now. So, guys, if you're wondering how I feel about all the products that I picked up from the haul, I know I've only had these for a few days, but I'm like, I regret literally nothing. And this is why. I just think it looks beautiful. And this gloss. Now I need to go take pictures of myself. So guys, if you love makeup content, if you like hauls, if you like follow-ups, if you like new makeup releases, literally anything makeup related, if you guys want to see it, let me know. But if you guys enjoy makeup content in general, I just love sitting down and chit-chat with you guys and just putting makeup on, letting you know my thoughts, makeup reviews, all the things. Just subscribe, turn on your notifications. I do plan on having my bridal series coming. I gotta like structure that. I'm gonna keep using my Louboutin, my new makeup. Like, I've got so much new makeup. I'm gonna have Alien Cosmetics coming up, Chantecaille, Odin's Eye. They may or may not have something coming. Just saying. What else? What else do we got? Louboutin especially. I need to use that a lot more. Whatever else I feel like doing, that's what you guys are going to see. So subscribe, turn on your notifications, and I will see you guys in my next one. Okay, bye!